Hey guys, my name's Jeff Cookie and welcome to the Forest Beginner's Guide. Now, for the 19 lovely subscribers that I already do have, check out this game on Steam. It has been skyrocketing in sales for those of you who completely don't know about the game. It is a free-to-roam horror survival game. And I do warn you that the game is in alpha, so there's a lot of areas in the game that could possibly frustrate you. Anyways, enough of my jibber jabber, let's get on with the beginner's guide. So you start off in a plane with your son. Everything is going well, then suddenly the plane splits in half. Everyone starts going crazy, people screaming, glasses flying across your screen. It's mayhem. Then it's darkness, and you wake up, the plane has crashed in a forest, and you see this mutant who steals your kid, and then you fall asleep again, and you wake up, and you realize that you have to survive. So straight away you want to know what's actually on your screen. So in the bottom right hand corner you can see like a little stomach, and the stomach represents your hunger. So as you can see right now it's halfway full, as the white on the stomach is halfway up. And it's really important that you always have a full stomach, or at least a nearly full stomach, because food gives you energy, and in this game you need energy to do absolutely everything. If you don't have energy and try to cut down a tree, you will constantly miss it. It takes ages to cut down a tree with no energy. Trust me, I've tried it. So if you ever get this thing where you're trying to cut down a tree and nothing's happening, you think it might be a bug with the game, but it's not. It's just because you don't have energy or food in your stomach, really. Also, energy is important to kill mutants. If you don't have enough energy to swing your axe or defend yourself or run away, then you're hardly going to survive against a bunch of mutants. So first off, most important rule of the game is to always have a full stomach, or at least a nearly full stomach, because you need energy into this game to do absolutely everything. The stuff around the plane kinda acts as a starting kit, so you should use it as your own benefit. There's a bunch of food and water in the luggage, and there's also a lot in the back of the plane, so use it to your own benefit because you don't have a lot of time to hunt, because you need to use that time to build a base and set up some traps, because the mutants come pretty quickly in this game. So you're running around and you're wondering, where should I build? Well, I recommend building next to a hill or in between a valley, because when you cut down the trees that are on top of the hills, the logs will roll down towards your base, and you really want to do that because that's going to save you so much time, because the logs are just going to come and roll down next to your base instead of you having to go back and up and down the hill to collect all the logs. So once you've got most of your resources to build, you may be wondering what kind of shelter you actually want to build. So I do personally recommend building a hunting shelter, because first of all, it's easy to build, and also because if you're quiet enough, if you're not blazing fire around your base, then you're not going to get caught by the mutants. Eventually you're going to run into a mutant, so before you do, I let you know that they take a lot of hits to kill. So you're going to need a proper weapon, and you're also going to need armor, because these guys do a lot of damage to you, more than you do damage to them, unfortunately. To defend yourself against mutants, first off you're going to need some armor, so look for a lizard. You'll find them climbing up trees or just generally in the forest somewhere. I don't really know where exactly they render, but you'll find them. They're pretty easy to find. I'm sure you found one by now. Anyways, kill it. They're not too hard to kill, and get its skin. Also, while you're at it, get its meat, because you're probably getting hungry by now. And use the skin as armor, and that will help you against mutants in terms of defense. Also, you can use effigies, which are basically a bunch of mutant body parts attached to a stick, and that'll basically scare away mutants when you light it on fire, which is very useful. put around your base to scare away the mutants. In terms of attacking the mutants, I recommend making Molotovs, because you don't want to always be in close range combat because it's dangerous and it's pretty easy to die. So I recommend making a Molotov by adding cloth and booze, and then you can just throw Molotovs at them constantly. It's fun and it's better. In terms of the melee weapons that are already in the game, the spear, the axe you start with, and the rusty axe that you can find in the cave after you get captured, I found out that the rusty axe is the most effective melee weapon out of all three of them. So if you so happen to be in a cave, try to get that rusty axe, because it'll benefit you in the end. Also, a last note for weapons: if you do manage to get captured and wake up in the cave, there's a little crack near the start where you can find a flare gun. Flare guns are really effective. They're similar to Molotovs. They light the enemies on fire, and the reason I say they're effective is because sometimes you might get unlimited ammo with them. You know how to defend yourself against mutants, but it's always safe to have a backup plan, because sometimes they can become overpowering. So I recommend building traps near or around your base. The trap I recommend is the Happy Birthday trap, as it's the easiest one to build in my opinion, and also it's the most wide one, so there's more of a chance that the mutant will run into it. If you stick by these points, I'm sure you'll do fine in the forest, and later on, when you get save games, you can expand and expand and expand until you have your own little empire. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I certainly enjoyed making it. Anyways, I'll be uploading more videos on the forest, and I'll be making a series once I can actually save the game. And yeah, so make sure you stay tuned with my channel, leave a like, share it with your friends, that'd be awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and have a nice day.